franchise icon. Maria Taylor has much more from LA with the NBA Countdown crew.
Thank you so much, Kevin. We are here at Staples Center as we continue to watch thousands pour in and pay their supports to Kobe Bryant and everything that he brought to this city. It's been interesting to just hear the stories, the young boys that were named after Kobe with the middle name Michael because mom loved Kobe and dad loved Michael. It's been interesting to watch families mourning together, walking away in tears, seeing people kneeling down and praying for the 9 victims that were lost in Sunday's tragedy. Here outside of Staples Center, Maria Taylor alongside Jalen Rose and Michael Wilbon. Both of these gentlemen flew in from Miami, and we will get to your reactions on what you've seen so far. But Ramona Shelburne has been boots on the ground and making sure that she's covering this Lakers team that is mourning from the icon that spent all 20 of his years with a Laker uniform. Here's how they have adjusted and tried to move forward since Sunday.
There's no moving on from a tragedy like the helicopter crash that killed Los Angeles Lakers legend Kobe Bryant, his daughter Gianna, and 7 others on Sunday. There's no feeling better or moving forward. The hurt will always be there. There is only distance from the tragedy, time that passes. The Lakers organization has spent this week letting that time start to heal them. On Tuesday, the team hosted a lunch to remember Kobe Bryant, where they shared stories of his remarkable life and career. And at the end of that lunch, they raised a glass of wine to toast him.
We all just spent time together and grieved together.
People who were at that lunch said LeBron James gave a heartfelt talk about Bryant that moved everyone in the room. The 2 superstars hadn't always been close throughout their NBA careers. They respected each other, exchanged pleasantries, but each man was so competitive, it almost precluded a friendship. Even last season, when James joined the Lakers as a free agent, they remained distant. But everything changed this season when Bryant attended a Lakers game against the Atlanta Hawks with his daughter Gigi.
He got one of the greatest female basketball players that's about to come up sitting next to him, and Gigi. So I'm just trying to put on a show for him and give him a reason to be like, okay, we might come to another game.
That exchange broke the ice between the 2 superstars, and several phone calls and text messages followed. When James passed Bryant on the all-time scoring list Saturday night in Philadelphia, Bryant sent him a congratulatory message on Twitter and called him late after the game. It felt very much like a passing of the torch, with Bryant entrusting the Lakers organization and the league to James. These 2 all-time greats, they were just starting to develop the kind of close relationship that each man had always wanted. James didn't sleep at all on Sunday night after learning of Bryant's death. Tuesday night, he found comfort in going to his son Bronny's high school game.
LeBron James is in attendance. He was supposed to be playing the Los Angeles Clippers tonight. That game has been postponed.
I don't think LeBron would have missed this for the world.
As the Lakers take the court for their first game since Bryant's passing, he will try to honor him. The sports world is still in mourning. A city is still grieving. It will be this way for a long time. But it will feel good to be together again on a basketball court, to play the game that Kobe loved.
And tonight, LeBron James and the Lakers will play under those 2 jerseys, the number 8 and 24, glowing under a spotlight as the entire city continues to mourn Kobe Bryant. Jalen, as we sit here in the middle of this outpouring, what is a way that we can help people understand the depth and the legacy of Kobe Bryant, not only here, but globally?
It's important for us to continue to keep his legacy alive on and off the basketball floor. I hope the NBA decides that they're going to create some sort of award. To me, it should be called Mamba mentality, for a player to kind of embraces showing up and do all of the cliches that you hope your favorite athletes and young people do, that Kobe Bryant actually did, Maria. Wilbon will tell you, he's been around this league forever. Kobe didn't party. Kobe didn't drink. Kobe came into the league when he was the youngest player in the game, and he didn't say he wanted to be an all-star. He said he wanted to be Michael Jordan. People was looking at him like he was crazy. And for him to shoot the air balls that he shot in Utah and respond from that to a guy that wasn't starting on his team to starting in the All-Star game, to play 20 straight seasons with the Los Angeles Lakers, an all-time great franchise. It's tough under these lights. They won championships before him with all-time great players. They'll probably win championships after him. But when it's your turn to be on stage, you got to deliver. And he did. With Shaq for 3, without Shaq, which those two to me were probably his most important to define his legacy.
You know, there's so many things. Maria, when you ask, you know, how can we do this? People should listen and pay attention. That's not something that we do much of now. And we got to have a phone here and a screen there and a third screen, and we're not paying attention and things in our ears. Pay attention to what people are saying about him, his peers, opponents, people who came before him. When you hear the great Bill Russell talk about the admiration he had. If I can tell a Michael Jordan story, since you brought him up, Jalen, you know, Kobe did not shy away from the comparison and the talk. In fact, he loved it. He loved it. But when I say loved it, I don't mean there was a meanness. And I personally, because Kobe knew I covered all of Michael's career, and I'd been there for these things, and I was one of those people who refused to say that Kobe was as great as Michael, and Kobe had fun with that. So after games, and you know, we're sort of in the media, we're lined up outside the locker room, and Kobe would often, and I mean often, this went on for 15 years, he would come over, he'd elbow me or, you know, give me a bump, and he'd lean down where nobody else could hear, and he would say, "Would your boy have done that tonight? Would you? Would I got your boy tonight?" And it was a smile, or there was a fake growl, and there was just pride in it. And he knew I wasn't going to talk about it. I've never talked about it until the last few days, because he didn't want it, because he thought it would have been perceived the wrong way, Jalen. But he.
The echoes of the fans behind us. MVP Kobe, thank you Kobe, as they continue to honor him, and those stories are what are bringing us comfort right now. We'll join you on NBA Countdown at 7 Eastern on ESPN. For now, we go back to Kevin.
Maria, thank you. Finally get to see the top 2 picks of the 2019 NBA draft on the floor together tonight. Ja Morant, the Grizzlies in New Orleans tonight to face Zion and the Pelicans. The Grizzlies currently